What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with that instant analysis on analysisplayground.com and on YouTube. And we're going to talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves blowing the game. They had the game under control. They had it right there. They collapsed and crumbled in the end as the Denver Nuggets defense stepped it up. Aaron Gordon, even Jokic was doing good job covering the paint, contesting shots, using verticality, and then Minnesota just couldn't buy a bucket or get a bucket, and they ended up surrendering the lead. And Denver, you gotta give them credit for keeping their composure, staying with it, trusting the system, making the right decisions, not feeling like they have to rush or be forced to do anything. I feel like that last 5 minutes they was patient, they was confident, and they didn't get rattled even when Minnesota made some shots. And that just show you a team that knows how to win and knows what it takes to win. And Denver just got it done. This is a clutch, smart, beautiful game that they played. And they came from behind. They got thrown some bad punches. And they was able to stay with it and pull it out. 122 to 118. Minnesota fall to 22 and 24. They 8 and 14 away from Minnesota. And then Denver improved to 32 and 13. They 21 and 3 at home. Denver outscored them 30 to 27 in the first quarter. Minnesota came back and did their thing, 33 to 25 in the second quarter, 35 to 33 in the third quarter, and then Denver trailed and got it done in the fourth, 34 to 23. Just a great game to watch. Two teams really picking it up and really playing their best basketball at the end of the game, and only one team is going to win. And Denver was the one that was more patient and executed it better. And even at the end, it was just good to see Jokic take the ball from Jamal Murray, run down, pass it to Aaron Gordon, not rushing, not forcing anything, and makes the correct play. And that led to them getting the cushion to win the game. And then you got to talk about Jamal Murray hitting the mid range, hitting the threes. That just was open shots that he just played his game and did his thing the right way. And it was just all high confidence, and nobody seemed like they was afraid of the moment or felt like they was pressured even though they was trailing. And then you look at Minnesota. This is a young team, and they have some veterans sprinkled into this roster. They could have used another defender in there just to help contain Jokic a little bit more. They could have used some guys that could have made it a lot more tougher on Denver. I feel like they got some easy looks down the stretch while Minnesota had to work for all theirs. McDaniels, 18 points, -1 and plus minus, 3 personal foul, 3 turnovers, 3 blocks, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 7 of 10 from the field. He just was great tonight. Did it all, spaced the floor, got out in transition, played great defense, rotating, covering for guys, and closing gaps. Kyle Anderson, 13 points, -12, and plus minus 3 personal foul, 2 turnovers, 1 block. He also had 4 steals, 8 assists, and 11 rebounds, so a double-double for him. He's slow-mo for a reason, but he was defending at a high level, and he was very quick and very feisty on the perimeter and in the interior. He was 0-2 from the free throw line, 1-1 from the 3-point line, 6 of 10 from the field. Naz Reid made a crucial turnover down the stretch and missed a big three. He was 0 of 5 from the 3-point line, but he did get to the free throw line. He was 9 of 10, 17 points, plus 2 and plus minus. He almost fouled out with 5 personal fouls. He also had 3 turnovers, a crucial one, like I said before. He did end up with 3 blocks, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. One of them was offensive. He was also 4 and 9 from the field. D'Angelo Russell has been a disappointment all season. Hasn't been able to find his groove yet. And it's getting late in the season to where you need him to step it up so they can make a run for that playing spot and hopefully can get higher. They took a step backwards. They made a big acquisition and it didn't work out in their favor. And now he's missing games too. And D'Angelo Russell was supposed to be a big part of what they was going to do moving forward. But he hasn't been that ever since he's been in Minnesota. And it's unfortunate for them just because now they have to find a guy to replace what he does. 13 points, -4 and plus minus, one personal foul, four turnovers, seven assists, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line, 4 of 8 from the field. Anthony Edwards had a subpar game, 16 points, -12 and plus minus. He also had three turnovers, one block, one steal, three assists. He did grab 9 rebounds. Four of them was offensive, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He missed every three, had some chucks in there. Bad shot selection still for him. He still need to mix it up a little bit more offensively since the jump shot is just not there for him this point of his career. He was 7 of 17 from the field. Prince, 14 points, +5 and plus minus. Two personal foul, one turnover, one block, one steal, one assist, four rebounds, one offensive rebound in there. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from three, 5 of 9 from the field. I felt like he should be a starter on this team. They need more spacing, and they need somebody that can give them some transition to. Knight, 2 points, -3 and plus minus, four personal foul, one turnover, one rebound, 0-1 from the free throw line, 0-1 from three, 1 of 2 from the field. Luka Garza was one of the big reasons why they was able to hang into the game in the first couple quarters because he made some shots. 16 points, -3 and plus minus, three personal foul, four rebounds. He also had three offensive, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 of 5 from the 3-point line, 4 of 9 from the field. Noel, 9 points, +14 and plus minus. He almost fouled out with five, although he only played 14 minutes. Because of that too, 1 of 3 from 3-point line, 4 of 6 from the field, and Moore Jr. -6, one personal foul, one block, one assist, one rebound. He also was 0-1. Ryan Miniot and Brent Forbes did not play coach's decision. 51% from the field, 37% from three, 78% from the free throw line, 36 rebounds, 26 assists, 6 steals, 10 blocks, 17 turnovers, 27 personal foul. They did just good enough to win, but they playing against a great team, and that's just not enough sometimes, especially because the great teams find a way to win. And Aaron Gordon didn't have the numbers behind it, but defensively he was excellent. 12 points, +10 and plus minus, four personal foul, two turnovers, one block, one assist, three rebounds. Two of them was offensive, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from three, 5 of 9 from the field. Porter Jr., 4 points, -3 and plus minus, one personal foul, two turnovers, one block, one steal, six rebounds. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 of 6 from the field. Couldn't really get it going from the perimeter, even if the shots was wide open. But Nikola Jokic led them with another triple-double, 31 points, +21 and plus minus. He had five personal fouls, really had trouble in the first half and in the third quarter, but he put together a great run when it mattered most. Three turnovers, one steal, 13 assists, 11 rebounds, four of them was offensive. He was 7 of 7 from the free throw line, 12 of 20 from the field. He got it done in the post. He got it done facilitating, and he crashed the boards and just was a force on both ends of the court to me. Jamal Murray, 28 points, -13 and plus minus, one turnover, two steals, four assists, two rebounds, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 2 of 5 from three, 10 of 18 from the field. I feel like he did a great job scoring the ball, mixing it up, and attacking on all levels, whether it's getting to the basket, mid-range, or the three, and even getting to the free throw line. Caldwell Pope, 11 points, +18 and plus minus, one personal foul, one turnover, three steals, two assists, one rebound, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 2 from the field, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. Zeke Naji, 7 points, -13 and plus minus, two personal foul, one turnover, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 from three, 3 of 4 from the field. Brown, 16 points, +10 and plus minus, four personal foul, one turnover, four assists. He also had five rebounds. One was offensive, 1 of 5 from the free throw line. He was 1 of 1 from three and 7 of 11 from the field. Kankar, 4 points, -5 and plus minus, two personal foul, one turnover, one assist, two rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 0 of 1 from three, 1 of 4 from the field. Bones Highland, 9 points, -2 and plus minus, one turnover, two assists, one rebound, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 5 from the field. Braun, 0 points, -30 and plus minus, one turnover, two steals, three rebounds, one offensive out of them. 0 of 1 from the 3-point line, 0 of 2 from the field. White, Jordan, Smith, and Reed did not play. It was a coach's decision. 52% from the field, 38% from three, 8 of 21. They also shot 75% from from the free throw line, 24 of 32. They had 34 rebounds, 27 assists, 10 steals, 2 blocks, 14 turnovers, and 19 personal fouls, and 122 points scored. It just show you how great Denver is. They can win in the multiple different ways. They really have a high ceiling as a team, and there's nothing that this team can't do. It's just fun watching them literally go out there and do it on both ends of the court while also being able to do it in a variety of ways in offensive sets, setting screens, getting to the paint, cutting 3-point shots, setting pick and roll, allowing Jamal Murray to hit all types of shots across the court, and then having Jokic, a guy that hit game winners, willing to pass up game winners, just being unselfish, being a team player. Everybody bought into. We all play well together. We all play well off of each other, and we're best when we all communicating on the same page. And I think that that's a great thing about Denver and something that has been amazing for them. And one of the reasons why they're the best team in the West and arguably one of the best teams in the NBA. Jokic is still my MVP. Is nothing the man can't do. He's a master of all trades. And I feel like that's something that's great about him. And I feel like his defense has come to a point where it's decent enough so there's nothing to complain about no more because his effort, his energy, and his length and his size just makes up for it because he takes up a lot of space and his body is just so wide and so long still that he can still contest just by getting out there and trying. As long as he puts the effort there, is nothing that this man can't do. He achieved everything besides winning the title and being the number one team in the NBA as when the season ends, and he has a chance to do both of those. And it's going to be tough to win it. It's supposed to be as a championship, but we'll see if they're able to get that done. They have checked all my boxes. When it comes to contender status, I have no questions. Only if can they beat the Celtics in the 7-game series? They show that they can compete with them. They show that they have some matchup issues with them on both sides of the teams. But that's what a contender is. You know, you only can put yourself in that conversation if you're healthy. They're finally healthy. They're finally playing team basketball again with all their pieces intact, and they're deep. They have shooting, they have size, they have length, they have athleticism. They get out in transition. They can play in semi-transition. They can play in the half court, and they're dangerous on the boards too. And they really do communicate well on both ends of the court. And there's nothing that this team can't do. So I do see them winning a title eventually if they can stay healthy, and that's been the biggest concern. Maybe they win one earlier if they're healthy, but it's part of the game, and they haven't made no complaints about it. They just took it in stride. They took all the negative energy, all the negative things that's been happening to them, and they put it back together. They added some quality of life improvements to the team, and they just making the best of it now and put the past behind them and just focusing on the present and the future. And now we just gonna see if they can get it done and win a championship in Denver, which I think they can get it done. The only problem is my Celtics is in the way, and I think we're just a little bit better, and that's all that matters. But it do matter how do you perform on the court, and Denver is tough to beat, especially because of Nikola Jokic. And this guy is phenomenal, and I want to give him his due as much as I can, and I think he should be MVP. He has been the best player in the league outside of Giannis, and he might be the best player in the league at this point. I mean, anytime you can win back-to-back MVPs, and then you've been even more dominant than before, you should be in conversation for best player in the world, not just MVP. And I think that that's something we need to start putting, some respect on his name for. Maybe Jokic is the best player in the league. Not only is he the best center, but he's the best player. And I think he should be putting him in that conversation now. And he might be, honestly, because he's always healthy. He's always not making excuses to be healthy. He's always on the court dominant in every game throughout the year and even in the playoffs. So, only thing that he has on his resume that needs to be checked is can he lead the team to a championship? And he hasn't had the roster to be able to do that, which just factors into it. And Jamal Murray as your second best player or Aaron Gordon, that's tough to do because they're not all stars. And he's still showing that it's possible to even do that because he's just that dominant. So I have to give him his flowers, and I want to give him full credit even with his roster currently constructed. This don't seem like a roster that be, when you look at the names, you're like, wow. But it just infectious how he plays, and everybody bought into Mike Malone and what he's doing out there. And I think that that's the thing that this team has really embraced. We can do it together. and that's important. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm gone.